What is going on, guys? This is Nemesis the Collective here, and welcome back to another video for the channel. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Age of the Primes Voyager class Prima Prime, and before I do that, let's get the camera a bit and taking a quick look at the sculpt in detail. This guy has a lot of nice sculpting going on for the whole figure. Taking a look at the head sculpt. Focus this real quick. The helmet's been done out of a nice metallic silver with some white accents on the side. You got the cyan blue eyes. Going onto the shoulder pads, they got little accents. Like the Fall of Cybertron games. Like you have all the energon bits flowing throughout the whole body of the figure, and there's some nice rib cage detail. They look like vents. Some nice forearm detail. Got some circuitry and mechanical detail going on. The crotch plate has been, I will say also, I need to say this, I'll say this as well. The arms and the crotch plate, but the skirt pieces have been done in the same color of plastic, so all metallic, gunmetal gray. Not too shabby. And going onto the legs, this is where the actual details start going around. Got a lot of nice mechanical detail, look like it, and mechanical and bulky detail going on for the legs. This is also the boot, and you got the feet. Not too shabby. And going to the back side of the figure, you just got basically most of the vehicle storage or kibble just hanging out right there. Not too shabby of a figure, if I do say so myself. And going on to the articulation for this figure. This figure is highly articulated, and you can pull off some badass poses. So to kickstart things off, head is on a ball joint, so it can look left and right. Can look up really far, down not that far. Arm can rotate outward on a full 360. Arm can hinge out. Shoulders on a hinge joint, so it can hinge in and out. Arm can move out. Body has a bicep rotation. Bend past 90 at the elbows. Does have a wrist rotation. Arms can hinge open and closed. You do got a waist rotation. He technically has two, but there's a mushroom peg right here, but that's more for the transformation, so stay tuned. So this is the primary waist rotation. Waist rotation. Leg and kick up for high kick. Can't kick back that far because of the kibble in the way. You can do a beautiful spread. You guys have a thigh rotation. Bend at the knee way past 90. Bend at the knee way past 90. And he has a beautiful pivot. So, posability is good on this figure. But he does not look complete without some accessories. So turning on to the accessories, let's go with the main one. He does come with his very own Matrix of Leadership. And this is basically the Earthrise Matrix, but just painted in silver to match the color decoing of the figure. He can hold it. There we go. Yeah, so he can hold it, but it doesn't look the best. But if you don't want to lose it, I recommend to just plop it in his chest. So take this tab. Just pry open his chest open a little bit. You see that lovely matrix chamber with a lot of good sculpting and detail. So if you technically would kind of remove this would technically be the spark chamber, but you got the two holders for the matrix. Once you plug the matrix in, it looks nice and beautiful in there. You can close that up. And his second accessory, you got the Star Saber, and this has been, but when you get in the box, it's actually separated in two pieces. So we'll take a look at the first piece. So you got this is the next middle section of the blade has actually been sculpted and cast out of nice translucent blue plastic, while the accents are made of metallic silver. And the actual handle is just sculpted out of nice white plastic. But yeah, do have some nice detail going on. And to combine these, boom. There you got the Star Saber fully decked out. And you can hold it in either hand. So just open up one of his hands and plop that in there. And just close it. And hell yeah, now you have Prima holding the Star Saber, which is also his main artifact. It's a pretty nice touch for a good sword. But if you don't want it to be used, you can just take this included peg and plug it onto the back side of the figure. And hell yeah, weapon storage. And there also is another cool combination you can do. So if you take his sword, and if you take the Matrix, you actually can combine these two. So you see that it has the same outline as the actual Matrix chamber in his chest. So just combine it, and now you can actually have Prima Prime energizing his sword to the max to take on Unicron. I like this figure so much. The way how it's like, the way how you can use a sword for that is actually pretty cool, and I quite dig it. So going on to the robot mode size comparisons, this guy scales very well with other figures, and he fits perfectly in a lot of the size classes as well. So to kickstart things off, here we have the mainline B-127 from Transformers 1, Studio Series Bumblebee movie Ironhide, Studio Series Devastation Optimus Prime, Thrilling 30s Chromia, Siege Megatron, Studio Series Gamer Edition Barricade, Age of the Prime Solus Prime, my previous review, that being the Age of the Prime's Megatronus. Alright, so that was it for the robot mode, and now turning down to transformation. This guy's transformation is fun, ingenuitive, and something that I quite enjoy myself transforming back and forth. So to kickstart things off, we're going to remove the weapon. Just open his hand, just remove that. And then after that, let us begin. after a very fun and simple transformation, you get the Cybertronian truck mode. And I gotta say, this thing looks absolutely incredible. Whoever took their time to engineer this beefy behemoth looks, you deserve credit where credit's due. Because damn, this thing looks nice. So going on to the sculpting and detailing, a lot of stuff has happened for the truck. So you got the translucent visor piece. You got some nice roof headlights, some nice headlights, some like armor going throughout the whole entire thing. The side of the arms become like the doors type and stuff like that. And then you got these actual like gap fillers in his legs become the actual rear tires. And this thing is hefty, and if you shake it, it is going nowhere. He can roll really well too, so hooray for rolling. I got an actual good spin out of that. I quite dig this truck. It is very heavily armored, and it kind of reminds me of like one of them like NASA vehicles, like on like futuristic movies that people go to like Mars or something. Weapon storage. There's two options. One, you can plug it in like this, which this is my preferred way of plugging it in, or you can plug it in the way how the instructions show it. So basically, you take this, you take the handle piece, and you plug it onto either of the side ports to store it like that, and then you take the end of the sword and just plug it in here. That is the preferred way of weapon storage. So if you play any of the Cybertron games, you can have doing like a hover or a hover car type thing. So when you're playing Fall of Cybertron and Warp of Cybertron, you're just transforming. When you're transformed, you're in your vehicle mode, and it's really nice. Going on to the size comparisons for vehicle mode for Prime. This guy shrunk drastically, and he's somewhat of a very hefty vehicle, I will say that. So to kickstart things off, let's go with the first comparison. Kickstart things off. For starters, here we have mainline B-127 from Transformers 1, video series Bumblebee movie Ironhide, Siege Megatron, Solus Prime, Gamer Edition Barricade, Station Prime, Grilling 30's Chromia, and previous review, that is the Prime's Megatronus Prime. So there you go. So that was it for the Transformers Age of the Primes Prima Prime. And do I recommend this figure to any collectors? Absolutely. He's a very cool Prime, and he's very decently posable for Voyager, but I do not recommend spending $42 on him. I got mine before the price increases went up, because I got this last year when before all the Age of the Primes were supposed to come out this year. So I got this guy in the first wave with Solus, and that was a pretty nice figure I bought. So other than that, I guess I have nothing new to talk about, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, comment down what your favorite part was. If you guys, and hit those post notification bells and never miss another upload. If you guys want to see more content like this, you guys know what to do. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what other figure you guys want me to review. But until then, this has been Nemesis the Collector. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye now.